cookies?
Mm-hmm.
Your mic is turned up loud enough to where I can hear you chew, like every single chew that you do.
To be fair,
No.
there's like sprinkles that are really crunchy on that. So it's extra loud. Not that you couldn't hear me anyway, but it's a little inflated.
What's new? I haven't seen you for a while.
Oh my gosh, so much.
For what?
So much is new.
19 days-ish?
16, right? 21. I did
I
math.
don't know.
21.
Oh,
It was
good
the
job.
4th.
The 4th. Okay. All right, so come on.
I finished my last class. Now I'm in a new class.
Okay.
I still have my
What are the
A plus
classes?
average. I finished my branding class and I'm in ethics.
Branding?
Yeah, so it's kind of like shows you how to make yourself more consistent along like your social, like LinkedIn, whatever profiles you have professionally, and your color schemes matching fonts.
I really appreciate your help with the podcast, with your knowledge, Rachel.
I just took the class, David, and now that I have
Well,
passed,
why don't you fucking help us out?
happy to help. Why is
good.
evil not doing the
Not
Sorry.
doing what?
anything?
No.
The
He
website.
shows up. Well, I mean, he
I
does
mean, I
more
show
than
up.
you, but
That's true. He does. He does do more than me. Look at all your Beatles paraphernalia. Oh, I should switch my paraphernalia on the back. Hold.
sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to narrate you through this. If you're watching on video, right now it's her blanket fell,
Beatles.
so you just see her butt. Oh, she's got to Meet the Beatles. Oh, I gave her the Meet the Beatles
There it is.
album. It's Meet the Beatles.
Twins.
Which I think I gave that to you.
You did.
Sweet. What a nice gentleman.
You are.
Yeah, actually, if I expand my screen, which I don't think I can do when there's two of us,
Mm-hmm.
but there is pretty much all the other albums that we talked about over on the wall over there.
Nice.
So we got Hard Day's Night, Help, second album.
Those
I
are
think
okay.
the only one I don't have up to this point in their discography is Beatles for Sale, and
But we don't like that one.
who needs that? Who needs it? So
Well-
school's done.
I mean, that class is done.
That class is done.
That class is done.
Now you're on to another class,
Mm-hmm.
which was what again?
Ethics. So like Kant, totalitarianism, unitarian, all the isms.
Yeah. So
Yes.
are you going to get super introspective and depressed now?
Probably.
Cool. How much longer do you have?
This is my 4th course, and I have 10 to take all together. So I'll have 6 more after this. So 3 more semesters if I take full semesters.
And
Full.
then what are you going to do with it?
Just keep working at my job.
Is
If
it
I don't
like-
get fired.
If you get X degree, you make X more money?
Fun fact, no.
Just
If
like
I-
a bigger room for promotion? Or?
Here's the thing. If I quit, maybe promotion. If I quit and got rehired, I would make more. But like extending my knowledge while hired
All right.
does not help.
It's the American working class, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. We really know how to do it. We frequently, since my office, my company, we have an office based in Ireland and an office based in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And it is often that we are very jealous of the days off that the other offices get,
Mm-hmm.
so on and so forth. It's really not fair, but that's okay. And actually, Ireland isn't that much different than us. They kind of fuck over their workers too. But
Damn it.
hey, we're not here for that, are we?
Not today.
We're here to talk about something awesome.
Yay.
excited?
Oh, how's you? Anything new with you? We didn't even talk about that. What's new with you?
Rachel, who cares? Who gives a shit?
Somebody cares somewhere, probably. Elaine might listen.
I don't know if she does anymore. I don't think she understands.
My
that we're
dad
back
doesn't.
yet. I think she still thinks that we quit.
That's fine.
I quit, in all fairness. She is good. Wait, you didn't ask me how she was.
I
but she
mean, how is she?
Okay.
Good.
No, 0 things have changed for me.
0.
Yeah. Did a little pumpkin carving last night.
Fun.
Exciting. Yeah, actually, Harrison was super into it. And
I bet.
He's not really a texture. He's not into the weird textures.
Really? Okay.
But he fucking loved carving pumpkins. He was super into it. So,
Cute.
and spoilers, currently his favorite song is Yellow Submarine. So,
Okay.
I did listen to that a couple times.
It's not any of that K-pop Demon Hunters?
No.
No.
No. And since none of them listen to this, we can talk about this as well. So my first year for my daughter in junior high.
God.
Exactly.
Sorry.
She is having the fucking hardest time.
Oh.
Yeah. Because like every kid the first year of junior high, everybody feels like they're a fucking loser. They don't have any friends. And we'll do parent corner.
Okay.
She's been working on her gym routine this year. And she was super excited. I mixed together their sequences have to be 3 minutes and 10 seconds exactly, or 2 minutes, whatever it is. And so I mixed together a Demon Hunters song for her to dance to. That she was super excited, and she's been practicing it 5 days a week for months. And then she gets to school, and of course everybody at school says that, Demon Hunters is fucking lame and this and that. And now she doesn't want to use the music anymore. And it's just...
I hate kids so much.
It's been a fucking brutal year for the whole... Just fucking junior high, man, is the worst.
And you're like a month and a half in, 2 months in?
Yeah. Barely start... Which that's the thing is, I think, when you're that age and you've been doing it, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't see that, look, you're going to make friends. Mm-hmm. You're going to have your group. You're going to be fine. But God, that first couple months, it's a nightmare.
Ugh, that sounds rough.
How was first year of junior high for you a nightmare?
First fucking day was a nightmare. I remember my theater teacher embarrassing me the very first day of class.
Really?
Because I didn't know who he was. Because I had never been to that school before. Mm-hmm. And we all sat down, and he was sitting in the back of the classroom, and he goes, "Where's your teacher?" to the class. And we were all like, we don't fucking know who it is. And he goes, "You," and he points to me because I was the last person to come into class. And he goes, "Go to the office and tell them Mr. something something sent you." And it was some fake weird name. And so I went to the office, and like the secretary came back with me, and he's like teaching the class. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it was the first day of junior high.
He just thought it was super funny?
He thought it was hilarious.
That's
I don't know.
So fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Anyway. So no, not fun. Didn't love it.
First year of junior high is a nightmare for everybody, I guess.
Apparently.
Heads up, all you elementary
12-year-olds that listen to us. Ugh.
It gets better, I promise.
It does.
Do you want to record?
Might as well. Okay. I started recording.
Yeah, me too.
Because you're recording.
What I meant was, do you want to start the episode?
Might as well, while we're here.
Let's do this. Coming up on Verse, Chorus, Verse, Rachel, it's official. We're bigger than Jesus. That's next. Hi, everybody. I'm DL. Hope you're doing great. With me is Rachel, who would probably rather be sleeping polio. Rachel, is that true?
That is accurate. Yeah. No, yesterday was a 12-hour workday followed by a 3-hour party afterwards. And so I had a very long day yesterday.
How old are you?
Late mid-30s.
That's not a mid-30s thing to be doing.
What? No, it's Nuclear Science Week. It was Nuclear Science Week, so we had this huge event yesterday that I am the event coordinator for. And so it was a lot of working, and it was very successful and fun. And then some of my friends have a quarterly party, solstice party. Cool. And last night was the fall. And so we went out and came back and had drinks and chatted and went to bed at midnight. So
cool.
It was a long day.
Well, that's fun, though.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Social life still on point, even though she
thriving.
Has work and school. Her husband and her, the socialites of the city she lives in.
Good cover.
Thank you. Hey, Rachel, tell the people why we're here tonight. Today. For
the hopes of monetary. We're here for the
happen.
Beatles. It's the Beatles. We're never getting paid. Although we have commercials now, so you're welcome.
But I'm fighting that, so.
Ooh. Yeah. You can't pick the commercials.
Absolutely not.
That's Unless you're like sponsored by.
Yes, unless you're sponsored by, in which case then but you cannot pick. There are some warnings at the beginning of our episodes right now because of that.
I don't think that I've had anything that's been like outside of annoying of listening to our episodes yet.
Yeah.
Like it's just like Lowe's or whatever. I don't know. HelloFresh, stupid stuff that I don't care about.
That's a lot better than the ones that we're getting complaints on. So.
Or depending on where you're listening.
Yes. Yeah. But
see, I don't live in a big city, so I'm not getting.
I'm kind of surprised that where you are located, you don't hear more of that.
Well, they're already like, many people as can are already working.
I also wonder if the Spotify targets based on your algorithms, your Facebook, all that stuff.
Probably. Which is, I have a very political algorithm in my Instagram, so I'm actually kind of surprised.
You must be a white woman.
I might be a white woman, though. That's true. So I just get makeup ads and Starbucks, and that's it.
Makeup and Starbucks, and let's change the topic to a fun topic. I'm trying to have fun and get drunk and talk about the fucking Beatles.
Yeah.
Baby, the fucking Beatles. Mm-hmm. Not only are we talking about Beatles, but we have reached the point that it's time to talk about Revolver.
It's your favorite Beatles.
Is it, though?
Yes.
Maybe what we're doing every year is kind of
changing your perspective.
Changing my whole perspective, maybe. What we've been doing, if you don't know, which is weird, up to this point, is a lifelong Beatles obsessor is hooking up with a not lifelong...
Rewind.
An inopportune phrase to use is discussing with a not necessarily non-Beatles liker, a non-Beatles listener?
A Beatles voyeur?
Yes. Now who's being fucking weird, huh?
Not being weird with you, just being weird with the Beatles.
Let's get weird with the Beatles. Yeah, Rachel has not been a big listener of the Beatles. I have, and we're making her become a fan. So far, it's worked pretty well.
So far it has.
Woo-hoo.
Nice work. Woohoo!
Let's find out if the Beatles' Revolver helps that. There's a lot of non-music stuff to talk about as well.
There really is.
So maybe we should just get into it, huh? Before we do that, we got to talk about the most important part of the day. What are we drinking? Rachel, besides your cookies, what are you drinking?
I'm not drinking cookies. I wish I could, though.
Ew. Well,
ew.
There are some of them drinks that taste kind of like cookies.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's actually this drink at a restaurant in town that I get called the Cookie Monster, and it's basically like a milkshake.
Oh, yeah, milkshakes. They taste like cookies.
Yeah. It's a 7 and 7, but it's not.
Oh.
It's actually Buffalo Trace and Sprite.
That's not even at all a 7 and 7.
But it's Sprite, and it's actually Christmas Sprite. It's like cranberry flavored Sprite. I haven't tried it yet, so.
Cranberry Sprite and Buffalo Trace.
That is surprisingly good.
Okay.
That actually complements the berry taste complements the whiskey really well.
You know what I appreciate is your British pint glass that you have.
Look at us.
Look at
twins.
Us. Who'd have thought?
Cheers.
Not me.
What do you have?
I'm drinking cider. I feel like there's something British about cider, huh? It's also fall.
It's also fall. Have you already done the Appletini this season?
I've been drinking a lot of them, actually.
Okay.
Fear not, ladies and gentlemen. My drinking has, if anything, gotten worse over the last few months, thanks to stupid work and kid shit. But yeah, I'm drinking I don't remember the brand. It's I have one here. Two Town.
Just kidding.
And it's Cosmic Crisp cider.
Ooh, Cosmic Crisp are my favorite apples.
Mine too. It's unbelievably sweet, but it's very good. So.
It's just bad that this is so good. This is going to be gone fast. I mean, I just kind of glugged it. I didn't really measure it. I just have you seen it? It's like some sort of deer lid or whatever, like the little spout. And you just pour it through the mouth of and then I make a fun puking sound because I'm super mature. And then
jigger? Is it a quart?
It's the cork, but not because it's open. So it's just like, when you stick the thing in the top of the liquor and it like jugs out instead of like a.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. You have a topper on your buffalo trace.
A topper. Yes, we got one in Edinburgh or something. So it was at a whiskey place.
That bottle of buffalo trace has become such a staple in your house.
It's almost gone.
Is it?
I'm the only one that drinks. We don't drink in the house like ever.
Yeah, I know.
And I am the only one drinking out of that at all. So I'm going through an entire bottle of buffalo trace entirely on my own.
We need to do some more stuff with Trevor and get him drinking some buffalo trace.
We just don't hang out at our house. We
That's
hang out
true.
at other people's houses and drink
That's
their
true.
alcohol.
That's fun. Beatles,
That's
Revolver. I think we need to do it. We're going to take a break. We're going to be right back, and we're going to talk about one of the greatest albums that has ever been written. Skadoosh. Hi, everybody. We're back. Rachel.
Yes, sir.
AKA Stats, not to put you on the not to put you in the spotlight. Do you want to take it? Do you want to take the basics? Do you want me to do it? I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 5, what's your prep level for this episode?
As far as stats, like a 5.
I like it.
But I know a lot. I just didn't prepare myself for stats because you've done stats traditionally on these.
But your name
episodes.
is Stats. Revolver is
Yes.
the 7th studio album by the English rock band The Beatles. It was released on the 5th of August in 1966. Recorded basically April to June. So only a few months.
Yeah, real fast.
In EMI, which is not a big surprise. Label was still Parlophone Capital and produced by, of course, George Martin. This was actually, I'm going to stop there. Rachel, I'm assuming that you probably have a lot of notes here on what was going on with the band at the time.
Do I ever?
Do you ever? Do we want to get it? Should we just get into it?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, while she's preparing exactly how she wants to start this, if you came here looking for a fucking documentary of the Beatles of, fade in on small, dusky Liverpool.
Dusky?
It could be dusky, small, dark, cloudy Liverpool.
Okay.
Overcast.
Sure.
It was a damp day in Liverpool.
All days are damp
Moist,
days.
if you will. You're not going to get that here. You're going to get people talking about how they think the Beatles are good and some things that they think are fun. And that's what you're going to get. Hopefully that's what you want. I'll tell you what you want. What you really, really want.
I'll tell you what you want.
Tell me where the Beatles were at as far as their personal lives, as far as...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're done with 65, which is the most insane year that a band could possibly have.
Yeah.
Now what?
So around March, John Lennon's chatting with somebody at the London Evening Standard, and he's like,
Oh, we're going right into it. Okay.
you know what? We're more popular than Jesus.
Yeah.
And then people get angry. They burn things.
Yeah. Americans.
Americans
get angry.
Sure.
Yes.
And then he doesn't backtrack until August, which I love that it took him that long to be like, here's what I meant. It's not even backtracking, really. He's just kind of like, you're kind of taking what I said out of context.
Well,
I didn't say.
Yeah.
I said we're more popular than Jesus. I didn't say we're bigger or
more important.
We're more popular to the kids.
Yeah.
The kids listening to us, not listening to Jesus these days.
The full quote was Christianity will go. It will vanish and shrink. I needn't argue about that. I'm right, and I'll be proved right. We're more popular than Jesus now. I don't know which will go first, rock and roll or Christianity. Jesus was all right, but his disciples were thick and ordinary. It's them twisting it that ruins it for me. This was 66.
Yeah.
You don't fucking say shit like that. And again, Europe didn't really give a shit. It was the Americans flipped the fuck out. And then I don't have the full quote of his apology, but Rachel is searching. I think she might. But it's basically like, I'm sorry you're offended.
I suppose if I had to say television was more popular than Jesus, I would have gotten away with it. I'm sorry I opened my mouth. I'm not anti-God, anti-Christ, or anti-religion. I was knocking it. I was not saying we are greater or better.
The thing that is missed in both of those is if you watch the documentaries, if you listen to him talk, if you listen to the Epstein or Martin or Paul talk, John Lennon was really disturbed by how mad people got. So up until this point, the Beatles are the Fab Four, the boys with the mop tops that are kind of innocent and beloved, and everybody just wants to bop to their tunes. Now all of a sudden this year, they've kind of become, I mean, you know, what happens to famous musicians. We just search for stuff to hate about them until we find something to cling to.
There it is.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. How are the Kansas City Chiefs doing this year, Rachel?
Bro, I don't even know, man. I just realized yesterday when I pulled my Taylor Swift boyfriend shirt out because it's fall, and I was like, it's his fiance now, so the shirt is moot. I can't wear the shirt anymore.
Yeah, that would be so embarrassing.
So now I don't have a Kansas City shirt to wear. And then I'll buy a new one that'll be her husband, and I'm like, fuck this. And then it's like ex-husband, just cycle of buying new t-shirts.
That's scary. Yeah, he really did not like, I think people have this image of John Lennon being this fucking badass who didn't give a shit and didn't care about the publicity and stuff like that. That he wasn't like that. He was, all those artists he is vulnerable and he cares a lot about what other people think, and he didn't like it at all. So there's that. Mm-hmm. When they got out of 65, which was, again, it was massive because of Rubber Soul was huge. All the other things they did in 65, management wanted them to do another movie, another tour. And they said, we're not fucking doing it. Mm-hmm. We're taking 3 months. We want to just do nothing. We're going to go on vacation. We're going to get married. We're going to do whatever the hell we want to do. Whatever they wanted to do turned out to be LSD.
Lots.
They did a hell of a lot of LSD. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't just them. It was a cultural phenomenon at that point in the artist's avenue, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were doing it with the Stones. They were doing it like anybody that was a artist name in the 60s. They were all doing it together, and thus you get the whole psychedelic era of rock and roll. Little Brian Wilson, little Stones, and whoever else. That I'm sure that there was some other band that started it, but the Beatles made it big.
Yeah, if there wouldn't be LSD if it weren't for the Beatles.
Yeah, the government.
Also true.
April of 66, they go to Abbey Road, where they didn't actually want to record. They wanted a massive, they wanted a bigger studio to be able to do a bunch of experimenting in, which I'm kind of glad that they ended up having to do this one. Mm-hmm. Do Abbey Road. I'm kind of glad it was enclosed. We'll get into why later. But yeah, April of 66, they walk in, they sit down, and the first thing that John Lennon plays for them is a song that he's written. He just sits down with a guitar and starts playing Tomorrow Never Knows. And it's one chord. It's trippy as shit. And the rest of the band is kind of like, I don't like into it, but I don't know if we can do this because it's about drugs. And we can't sing about drugs. And then they were like,
then they did more drugs, and they're like, you know what? We could sing about drugs.
That's exactly.
This is fine.
That's exactly what happened.
Let's write more songs about drugs while we're here.
And Martin, when he heard it, he was like, he in interviews he has said he wanted to say no, like you cannot do that.
Yeah.
But he had learned, hey, if the Beatles are trying to do something, it's gonna be good. It's gonna work. It's gonna make money. Yeah. So let's do it. What else intrigued you about studying for Revolver, Rachel? What did you find that?
It was another instance of try and find information, and it's just like Try and find a documentary on Revolver. I watched 3 in the last like couple days.
Did you?
Like there are so many. There's so much fucking information out there about the Beatles.
Did they all start? It was what was the first
Dusky?
one I said? It was a dark and dusky night in Liverpool.
It was not a dusky night in Liverpool. Okay. No, but it was the ones that I watched, at least. It was very cool because it took each song and analyzed like who wrote it, why they wrote it, how it went, like how when it was recorded, how it was recorded, like. So I have like a
which
nice
type of LSD they were taking.
Which type of LSD they were taking, how many LSDs they took.
How many LSDs?
Isn't it squares? So
it
it's
could
like
be multiple things, but yeah.
It's not it's paper because you spray it on paper, right?
It can.
Isn't that how the kids do it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Back then I would think yes.
That's how I learned about it in junior high school, is that you sprayed it on paper. Because the way that my health teacher scared me away from it was they spray it on paper and you don't know if you got a middle piece or an end piece. And so if you put multiple pieces in your mouth, you don't know if you're getting lots or a little bit. And that's how he tried to scare us off of LSD.
Wow.
You know, when LSD was super prominent in the 90s.
Yeah, when all the junior high kids were being offered LSD. Hey kid, you want to try some LSD?
Yep.
Oh, that's spectacular.
All the time.
That's really cool though, because with the exception of a few things, I don't know huge specifics about, song to song to song. I know little tidbits.
I know bits.
So give me one amazing thing that you found.
I mean, a lot of it was, okay, so something that's interesting, before we get into something interesting I found, something that seemed interesting, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, is that the fact that which I never thought about before, but this is a thing that's been common for the Beatles, is they go to the studio and they're like, okay, kids, write some songs, instead of going home, writing songs, practicing writing songs, then coming in the studio to record them. They're like paying for the full time for them to like fuck around all day and then record stuff, which is kind of interesting, which I didn't really think about until watching them actually in the studio. And I'm just like, get to it, record some stuff.
Because there was the opposite of the way they were.
Yeah.
Like
there was once.
The only time that they really, really started to write is if they just sat there and fucked around.
Yeah. There was one, I forget what song it was, but they went in to record and Martin was like sick that day and they just fucked around all day and nothing got done. And they're like, oh, I guess we actually need him here because nothing is usable, like nothing. We have no dad.
That's spectacular.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, it was Yellow Submarine. Of course, they fucked around on Yellow Submarine. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, and also, was that when they had a shit ton of people come to the studio? Because you have like Mick Jagger and whoever else is singing on Yellow Submarine.
Well, and then all the sound effects and the weird shit that they added. Also, Yellow Submarine. I don't know if you read too much about how John wanted his vocals to be on this song.
Mm-mm.
Like he really wanted him to be like underwater singing. So he tried gargling water and then almost drowned himself. And he's like, well, this doesn't work. And they tried a couple things and they ended up sticking a condom on top of a mic and sticking it in a bottle of milk. And then he like sang around into it or something. Yeah. And then it was all muffled and like, well, this doesn't work, does it?
That's spectacular. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of, I mean, this album is so much experimentation. This album is so much, Lennon had started really experimenting with lyrics, with trying to find stuff that other people weren't singing about. And Paul had gotten to the point, Paul was already, and I hate saying it, Paul was the best musician. And at this point, I think it got to where it wasn't really that close. And he had started messing around a lot with sound, recording, engineering, stuff like that. He had really started to become more of a producer type. Not to say John wasn't also experimenting with instruments, things like that. He was the reason that they even figured out the whole backwards guitar thing was going to be rad. Because I think it was an accident, right? Yeah,
he took a tape home and like reversed it on accident and then brought it in.
Yeah, it was like,
he's like, and then he blamed it on the engineer and he's like, what the fuck are you, like, how did you screw this up? And he's like, wait, this actually sounds pretty cool. Let's use this.
The great part about that too is when they decided like, we really want backwards guitar solos.
Yeah.
They started doing them for the songs that they wanted them in. And shocker, it was really fucking hard. So
Yeah.
John was like, I wish I never would have done that because it took him forever to figure out how to make backwards solos sound good.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome. But you can, Tomorrow Never Knows, for example, the song that he wrote, you hear all the weird, like the Seagull shit is all Paul. That's Paul fucking around. Like the kind of weird Seagull song. And then there's the backwards guitar on there. It's, and then of course you have Ringo, who really fucking figures out psychedelic drumming.
You love Ringo Starr. Passionately.
How do you not love Ringo Starr?
I'm just stating a fact that you love Ringo Starr.
I love Ringo.
In my head, until you tell me to listen to him, I don't notice him. On this song, however, this is the best drumming up until this point of Ringo Starr ever recorded. It is
so good.
Fucking amazing. It's hard to listen to anything else but the drumming because the drumming is so good for me.
I very much agree. And I also, the reason that I worship Ringo is funny that you said it the way you said it, because it's what you said. You don't notice his drumming. You don't ever notice it because he is the epitome of in the pocket drummer.
Yeah.
He wants the song to be perfect and he just wants to play it. And that's it. And every documentary you watch and every single piece of footage, he's just sitting there letting John and Paul fight it out, waiting to play the drums. And that's it. Love him.
What a good guy.
Meanwhile, George has decided that he is Indian and is going to be obsessed with sitar. And you get a lot of that Indian, you get a lot of fucking sitar.
There's
work,
so much sitar.
Right?
Yeah.
And even some of the stuff he's playing on regular guitar starts to sound very sitarish. And he never really got away with that. He got away from that. He became obsessed with Ravi Shankar, and George was always a student. He was always obsessed with if there was a good guitar, if there was a Clapton or a Shankar or whatever, he became obsessed with them and wanted to, I don't know, steal their powers or something.
Maybe.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I think that's a good way of putting it.
Do you, going from last year into this year with our Beatles coverage, do you remember, or did you re-listen to any of the stuff? Do you remember Rubber Soul at all? Or the like?
I re-listened to us talking about it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Just because I weirdly thought that was easier than pulling up my notes on my computer. I was like, I'll just listen to 6 hours of us talking instead of trying to find the notes on my computer.
I mean, did it work?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we elicit great wisdom?
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised people aren't throwing money at us already.
We do okay.
We're smart.
John said that Rubber Soul, was it John or was it Paul? One of them said, right? I don't know.
You told me.
I don't know. Sorry. I'm not looking at my notes. John or Paul said, I am 87% sure it was John, said that Rubber Soul was their pot album and Revolver was their LSD album.
Yeah.
How do you think that that's correct?
I mean, if you listen to the vibes on Rubber Soul, you've got Nowhere Man, Michelle, everything's a lot more chill than it is let's talk about the colors that I'm seeing right now, because there's so many.
Should we? Yeah, let's get into more about the not music stuff. I mean, the music stuff is what it is. It's amazing. The horns are fantastic. You have the French horn solos, everything. God, it's just so fucking good. But the Beatles at this time were as big of the fame monster had just completely eaten them. This was kind of this was where the Beatlemania peaked, and it went from this cute, fun, black and white footage of little girls screaming thing into dark, dangerous, depressing sort of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? It's insane how fucking quick it all happened.
I mean, we've talked about how they kind of lived, breathed, ate music. And so I can understand they're smashing like, honestly, like 30 years of work into their entire career. And so I can understand how the feelings that would come after, I mean, this is eight album. This is the eighth album or seventh album.
Yeah, but
for us. But like,
but if you're talking about the time,
yeah,
that's the equivalency of, if you're talking real albums, you're talking like an album a year for 4 years, basically, is what you're talking about.
It's a lot.
It's insane.
They went through a lot really fast, and to not really take breaks between it, I can understand how you would become like a little disillusioned and a little over your life, and like, you know, at the point where you're questioning your mortality and like, what am I doing and what are we all doing? Why are we here? Sort of thing. And they're out of like the having fun, sleeping with girls and doing drugs for fun.
Yes.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about it before. First off, they're still so fucking young.
They're so young. They're 22 to 25, I think, when they're recording this. They're still babies.
Recording Revolver at like 22.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we've talked about every single year is the insane progression. Look, when you're young, you write specific types of songs. As you get older, you write more and more this and more that.
Yeah.
The progression of albums, of the sound of their albums in the span of, you know, like every 6 months.
It's incredible.
It's like they've aged 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
At this point in time, they had completely become disillusioned by the fame, because we can't even compare it to, I guess at this point it'd be comparable to like a Taylor Swift. But I think even then there was a part of them that I'm not sure ever really wanted to be the thing that they had become.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, at this point in time in their lives, there's a lot of stories about them being at parties where they're literally hiding in bathrooms with each other and just smoking a joint and just talking, because they can't get away from, even in parties where they're completely famous people, they are the ones that they're still being mobbed.
Well, up until this point, correct me if you can think of anyone, fame has not existed to this level ever in music before them. So it's not like they could have even prepared for this.
Yeah, no. Absolutely.
So it's like they're experiencing something brand new that they had never heard of, and is probably insanely confusing, and they have no one to talk to about it except each other, because no one else has gone through it.
Yeah. Yeah, the song She Said was, that song is about, they are in one of these parties and Peter Fonda has cornered them high as fuck, basically saying that he knows what it's like to be dead. This is kind of their life now. And all of a sudden these stories come out about them. They're trying to tour. The American tours aren't going great because America is very, very Christian, and they're very, very pissed off at John saying that Jesus sucks, which is exactly what he said.
Exactly.
And the other big thing is touring has become extremely dangerous. Mm-hmm. They are getting death threats all the time. John Lennon is getting thousands of death threats. And not only that, but the other thing that we said it, nobody had been this famous as far as music. Mm-hmm. So the security at these places is bullshit. And suddenly things are happening, like they're, you know, singing at a stadium. And not only is the issue that they literally can't hear themselves because the crowd's too loud, but anytime the crowd decides, hey, we're going to charge the fucking gates and just try to get a hold of these, they can't do anything. So it's really, really not fun anymore. And I think that was pretty much the point where they were like, we can't really ever tour again.
Yeah.
What a weird fucking, that must be an insane realization for a band to come to.
Yeah.
Like, we're so big, we cannot play live anymore.
I mean, again, they didn't know that this was a thing that was going to happen. So I can understand like wanting to tour and not being able, like, it's such an integral part of music and being a musician, especially at that point in time. And to be too famous to play music is a little confusing.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, this album was entirely made because, I mean, they couldn't tour and they knew they couldn't tour. So they're like, let's bring in sitars, let's play shit backwards, let's be suspended from the ceiling upside down singing around a microphone. Let's do all these like weird shit that we can't reproduce on stage because we're never going to fucking do it again anyway. So it doesn't matter.
I'm so glad that you said that, because one of the questions I was going to ask you in this podcast, because I don't think anybody has a real answer, but I think you're right, is if they kind of a chicken and egg conversation of it was part of why they decided not to tour anymore is because they realized that the music they were making, they couldn't tour with it. I think they saw that, hey, the music that we're making and that we're going to start making, we can't tour with it. There's no way to play this shit live anymore. It's not doable. Or do you think it was more like, hey, we know that we can't fucking tour anymore, so let's just start doing the weirdest shit in albums that we can do?
I mean, if I had to lean any direction, it would be more like, let's just do some weird shit.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Who cares what's going to happen? We're bigger than Jesus. They'll buy it anyway. But like they wanted to, they were such true musicians that they really wanted to grow and they really wanted to like try new stuff all the time. And so being a true musician, I don't know that they super would care that they couldn't tour anymore. They're like, we're still getting to make music. People are still buying it. I guess we're not performing in front of them. That sucks, but you know, price to pay.
I also think that based on some of the talks and things you hear about Lennon and Paul, that you had the Stones being the Stones at this point. You had Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys doing Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys things. I do think there was a little bit of Paul and John being like, I think we need to show these motherfuckers like what real music is.
I mean, every album they were trying to up themselves, but you did have this ping-ponging back between them and the Beach Boys of like, this is good, we need to do something better. And then Beach Boys would be like, that's good, we need to do something better. And cycle, you know.
And then you get to Revolver that basically makes Brian Wilson have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, seriously, it's depressing as fuck what this era of the Beatles did to Brian Wilson. It's silly because Brian Wilson's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Is this when he got in with Manson?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Please hold.
There were, while you're doing that, there were also, it wasn't just the Jesus thing that happened this year with the Beatles. They had a huge issue playing in Japan at the Budokan, which you were not supposed to do, which they did not know. And then you also had the huge, I don't know if you found what happened in Manila in the Philippines.
No, I don't know.
So one of the options for touring was Manila in the Philippines. And there was a specific, and so I don't have it in front of me, but there was a specific place that they were supposed to play that it was kind of like the Japan Budokan you're not supposed to do. And then also at this point in time, the Philippines had a dictator there, and the Beatles were supposed to go play like specifically for the royalty of the Philippines, to which the Beatles and Epstein said, no, we're not fucking doing that. Cut to the Beatles in like a hotel room watching the news, seeing that the Beatles are supposed to be playing for this royalty in the Philippines at this very second, and they are no-showing them. So not only are they infuriating the Manila people, but they're also infuriating the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Just really, really weird when you get too big sort of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what I thought was really funny too in the Americas with the whole Jesus thing is this mattered at this point, which is kind of take it for what it is, but the KKK spoke out against it. And apparently that was still a thing that mattered. That's kind of hilarious to me. They also had to pay a huge bribe to get out of the Philippines while people were trying to mob their plane, because they had massive amounts of pot on their plane, which was hugely illegal in the Philippines. Yeah. So they were also at, The fun levels of fame where you're kind of an idiot and you're doing idiot things.
Well, they're still in their 20s. They're still
They
kids.
sure are. And they loved their pot.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, did you know there's a song on Revolver that is about pot? It's a love letter to pot that Paul wrote. So the song "Gotta Get You
Into My Life." That's right. Okay.
That is Paul singing about pot. That's hilarious. I found that out studying for this episode. I also found out one other thing that has maybe kind of ruined my life. So I think we should take a break, and we're going to do some awards and categories for not only this album, but the Beatles. Unless, Miss Pollio, you have anything else that you want to talk about before we get into awards and categories.
The one thing I did want to talk about a little bit was I did put together a quick what music was going on at the time. Because I think it's important to have a little background. Because it was an interesting mix of music. And having this come out in August, I just did all of 66. So you have a little bit before, a little bit after of what kind of was coming out.
Love it.
So you have Sounds of Silence came out this year in January. Simon and Garfunkel. And you've got James Brown, I Feel Good, I Got You, which is compilation. Bobby Vinton, Connie Francis. So you still have some old stuff. Okay. And Gordon Lightfoot's Lightfoot. Fuck that guy. But that came out. Roy Orbison, Mamas and the Papas put out If You Can Believe.
Okay.
Ray Charles, Crying Time. Nancy Sinatra's Boots.
They're made for what?
They sure are.
Such a good song.
Cher, When She Was Still with Sunny. More Sinatra.
You could say Sonny and Cher.
What's that?
Nothing.
Rolling Stones, but that was a compilation, so that doesn't count. Johnny Cash came out, Everybody Loves a Nut. Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, of course, came out in May.
After.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
They just slammed it together after.
Yeah, they
sure did.
Sure did.
Moods of Marvin Gaye, Soul Sister, Aretha Franklin came out. Yeah.
God, there's good music. Holy fuck.
Blonde on Blonde, Bob Dylan.
God damn. This is a year.
It was a year.
Hey, evil is gonna fight and die on the hill of 94, but Pet Sounds, Revolver, Blonde on Blonde.
Yeah.
We might need to have a 66 season conversation. Not season. I don't want to have a whole season.
Jefferson Airplane Takes Off.
For fuck's sake.
Yep. Supreme's a Go-Go. Another Nancy Sinatra. Don't care about that one. Nancy in London.
Nancy's underrated. Nancy was the shit, dude.
Johnny Mathis, Marianne Faithfull, Faithful Forever.
Okay.
John Coltrane, Meditations.
All right.
The Monkees.
You had that.
Yeah. That was the Monkees TV show came out this year as well. So, yeah. Big fan.
You can blame the Beatles for that.
The Who, Ready Steady Who came out.
Okay.
More fucking Sinatra. Noel, Joan Baez. Rolling Stones got Live If You Want It. Got Live If You Want It? I actually don't know what album that is.
I Got Live If You Want It.
That's embarrassing. I am on a music podcast. An Inappropriate Bee Gees album. Wow, have you heard of this album? The Bee Gees one?
The Bee Gees?
You're going to bleep this one. It's called Spicks and Specks. Yeah.
Bee Gees was like the fucking... It's got to mean something else. It has to mean something else.
Okay. Fresh Cream came out.
Oh, that's an amazing album. God damn, all that was in 66?
Yeah. Another John Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard. And Bobby Darin, If I Were a Carpenter. It's a plethora. It's a sprinkling of lots of different kinds of music coming out in 66, before and after that.
Spicks and Specks means bits and pieces.
Okay.
Odds and ends.
Then I'm a racist.
You're safe. Because I don't edit the video. So I need to figure out how to make it okay. That's amazing. We're going to have to do a 66 episode.
Yeah.
That 94 might be in trouble because we're talking greatest albums of all time.
Yeah.
Right there. We're going to go to awards and categories when we come back.
Yes, we will.
Just fucking wait, people. God.
But
all right.
Pants on.
I'm going to go to the restroom and get a cider.
Okay, bye. Hey.
Hi. We're back. Hey, the beauty of only covering one album, which we've never done on the Beatles, was that we can actually do awards and categories.
Mm-hmm.
How fun is that?
So fun.
It's so fun. 70 million Jackson fans. Can't be wrong. Rachel, what do you got for this one?
Small island for hating. You're going to get mad at me, probably. A lot of people are going to get mad at me. I fucking hate Good Day Sunshine.
Really?
I hate it.
I don't think that's... I'm okay with that.
And here's the thing, though. This is me. This is a me problem. I associate it with, like, a bad memory. And so I can't even fucking listen to it. I can listen to the first couple.
Ooh.
Yeah, I hate it so much. I appreciate that it's a really good song, that it's well made, and that it's very classic Beatles, but makes me want to jump off a bridge.
That's a good demented bad memory song. That's like,
yeah, it really is, actually.
It is.
It's a good song to murder someone to.
Yeah, it's like one of those horror films where it's the happy song that, you know, interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, how about you?
I'm pretty much a basic bitch on this one, I think. Maybe my favorite song on the album. I don't think it's probably most people's favorite song, but I can't say what it is yet, so.
Okay.
We're just going to have to live in mystery for the next 15 minutes or so.
I don't know if I can wait that long.
Love got to do with it? That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's stupid. It's the Beatles. It's not, I don't like them more or less. I don't like their albums more or less because of who they are. I like it more because every single album they came out with is groundbreaking and fantastic, and don't be an idiot. Rachel.
Copy paste.
Do you disagree?
No.
Copy paste.
Yeah.
Paste after copying. But the DMX award, Rachel, what about that one?
I mean, this is something we've talked about before. It's that the studio is a laboratory. It's not a microphone. It's a place to go create new. Thank you. It's a place to create new fun things and experiment. It's not just like, you're not just going in there with your work already done, record it, get out, get out. They're spending their time there.
I like that. I think because of how fast they had to progress, and because of how fast their albums are coming out, and because of how fast their writing got insanely brilliant, there really is a great blend on this album of old and new rock. Such a good, it happens so fast that I Want to Hold Your Hand turns into She Said, She Said. But you still hear a lot of that old traditional rock on this album. So that's what I said, you just don't hear stuff like this because it's, the traditional mixed with the new. Yeah, you do hear that, but it's better because it's the Beatles. Mark Lanegan True Rockstar Award. They were literally too big to tour anymore. You can't be more rock star than that. Hey, if we go tour, we are going to get beaten up and death threats, and girls are going to rip our clothes off. You don't get any more rock star than that. It's a scale of 1 to 10 they were an 11.
Only 11?
Well, these ones go to 11. New Spinal Tap movie's coming out. Did it already come out? Rach.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your Mark Lanegan True Rockstar?
I mean, same, but they just bled music. They were music.
I love that. You know what? Your answer is way better than mine, because that's the thing about the Beatles is, as big as they got, they didn't give a fuck. They wanted to write music. They wanted to do the music. God damn it, Rachel. Overrated, underrated, properly rated, Rach.
I think I've said this before. I think they're
Were they bigger than Jesus?
Yes, they were. I think that they are improperly rated because I don't think people appreciate them for their actual talent. They're like, these are poppy, great songs that we've heard in culture, we've heard in movies, and I like them, but they don't sit down and listen to the instrumentation. They don't listen to the lyrics. They don't see the evolution.
I think a lot of people do.
I mean, I guess you could, the evolution, maybe, sure.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't think people appreciate them as much as they should. I think they worship them because they are the Beatles. And Yeah.
I'm gonna look. This is a silly question. Underrated, overrated, probably rated for the Beatles. Some of these are just. That's how good they were, how transcendent they were. That like half the awards that we do for albums are fucking stupid.
They're silly
when you're talking about the Beatles.
Yeah.
Because I can say in their time and currently they're underrated because they're the Beatles. They should be fucking, you know, I don't want to say bigger than Jesus, but like gods basically to anybody that listens to music. And at the same time, they couldn't have been more popular than they were. So what a stupid question.
Who wrote this?
Influences.
Stupid outline.
Influencees. Rach, what do you got? I know you're going to say it. Don't be confused.
I'm confused because this is where you edit and I apologize.
Did I skip something?
No, because I wrote this down and it's not in that section and I'm very confused, but I remember writing this down. Please hold.
Do you want a hint?
No. I'm just, again, I'm mad that this is...
Did you like answer in the wrong space?
I guess so. Maybe I answered on the wrong page.
You know what I think?
What's that?
I think that if you just didn't try to look at your notes and remembered your answer, you'd remember it.
I don't need... You know, some influences that we hadn't talked about. Oh, that's right fucking there. I'm dumb. Okay. It is in a different area. Oh, because I have Greta Van Fleet, most obvious influence too. So it's in that section. So I apologize.
Greta Van Fleet. Interesting. Okay.
No, that's the name of the award. You wrote this outline, David.
We're not there yet.
I know. I'm just saying that's where I've written this because it talks about influences. Get your life together.
This does not start with me. You cannot blame me.
Okay, so influences 2, is that what we're talking about?
Influences and influencees. You know, we're still doing the...
Okay. So, Beach
drunk?
Boys, obviously, back and forth. You're drunk.
You're drunk.
Some people that
my nose is
directly
really
said, it's so red. Powder your nose, David.
I'm turning into an old man red nose drinking guy.
You're like a cartoon.
It's kind of rad.
Yeah.
Shout out Grandpa Jim. My grandpa's.
Red nose, yeah.
Hey, Rach.
Yes, David.
Influences and influencees for the Beatles.
People that said this album specifically influenced them. Oasis, Radiohead, Blur, Alcohol, Blur, The Kinks, Blur, Prince, Beck, wow. Billy Joel. I don't know if these ones aren't direct, but these ones I could hear. But Billy Joel, Elton John, Paul Simon, because it kind of is starting to get that like lighter 60s vibes. I don't know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, songwriting vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, you go.
I said acid. That's the right answer. And also influencey. The big one for me, and we already touched on it, but I did want to bring up the Brian Wilson thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I think that when you write an album that you're a brilliant band versus a brilliant band kind of thing, and you write an album that makes the other person have a nervous breakdown, it's kind of a big deal.
That's impressive.
I'm not even, even though I'm more of a Beatles and a Beach Boys guy, it's still like Brian Wilson. Pet Sounds is we did a whole episode on Pet Sounds in this podcast, and that album is fucking amazing. It's one of the most popular albums of all time. But yeah, this took the genius mind of the time kind of to the brink. So never mind, the Bullocks Award would be the next one.
Yeah.
Is this band's? This is a tough one. Is this the best?
You can do it. Form the words. Just read the outline.
Best album, and is it even close? Well, first of all, there are about 7 Beatles albums that you could say, "Hey, we need to talk about."
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I do not think it's their best album. I'm not saying whether or not it's my favorite album. I don't think it's their best. I don't think that it's the best Beatles album. How's that? Rachel.
Do you even know what you just said?
I know.
I know.
Did you take acid before this episode?
Yes. So I worked for the government, so I took a lot of acid.
They put it in your water. That's why you have a lizard man boss. Lizard woman.
Lizard person.
Shit. Yes.
You're drunk. I would say that this is their most creative album. to this point, it's not their best album. Personally, I do not think. But they did try the hardest on this one for sure. And I appreciate that.
That's a big deal, though. So you, the person who's really digging into each album for the first time over these last 5 years.
Yeah.
You would say that there is another album out there that you like more. That's amazing. The Jean-Paul Jones Award is, did you answer this?
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to fight.
You're trying to fight?
I was trying to find my place on my notes.
No. Dude, seriously, Wardy, you have one song to give people off this album. What are you giving them?
This is a hard one.
It is.
Because there's no song that's going to scare them off.
Nope.
But all of the song, there's so many different, like, unique sounds to songs or groups of songs that I wouldn't want to deceive anyone and hand them a song and then have other songs sound so vastly different from them. So this actually, I didn't answer because I could give them my favorite song or a handful of good songs, but I don't know that I could give them one song and be like, this is why you should listen to this album.
It's a good answer. I love what you're saying about how every song is so different that you are kind of faking them out when you give it to them. Wow, that's well put. I said Tomorrow Never Knows. I said Tomorrow Never Knows because it's not anything to do with hopefully I can get you into this album. It's more of a, if you take one thing away from 1966 in music, it's what the Beatles did on Tomorrow Never Knows.
Sure.
It's the crazy fucking, relax and float downstream. We're going to sing about drugs. We're the most popular band in the world. We're going to take a bunch of acid and we're going to sing about it. And we're going to make weird fucking seagull noises. And we're going to play Blackwards. We're going to play Blackwards guitar. It's going to be awesome.
Take a drink every time. Blackwards.
John Popper Award for Best Hook. Hey, my son has been singing Yellow Submarine for the last 3 days straight.
Well, he's the smartest out of all of us.
He really, I know it's maybe a not popular answer, but if you're walking down the street.
It's not about popularity.
Yeah. Damn it.
It's the best hook. It's the most hookiest bit. And honestly.
Was that your answer too?
It's not my answer. However, having a kid, like, he has no idea about if that's what he's picking out of this album, that is the best hook. Because he's a kid and he doesn't know any better. Your kid's a genius. I said Good Day Sunshine, even though I want to shoot that song.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit is what I wrote.
The John Prine Best Lyric Award, our resident lyric head.
If you say anything other than this line, you're wrong. And it is, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door.
I didn't say that, but
It is so good. And then, similarly, died in the church and was buried along with her name. Like, nobody's going to remember her after that. Was that your line?
No, but here's what's crazy. My favorite line is the one exactly right after it. No one was saved.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
All of it is so... I'm such a fucking nerd. I'm getting goosebumpy, like, talking about these lyrics.
Dude, Eleanor Rigby.
Oh my God. It's so... There's so many lines in it that are... You could just stop the song and just think about the lyrics for minutes on every single line. Because the imagery of a face in a jar by the door, like a face in a jar, like but it's also that.
Did you watch the Ed Gein stuff on Netflix?
What's that?
Ed Gein, the serial killer that like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Silence of the Lambs.
I mean, I've heard
was based on.
I did not know that they were based on. I've heard the name.
Yeah, they were all based on Ed Gein. Do not watch it.
No, I'm good.
Don't watch it.
Thank you for telling me to not watch it.
Do you like Charlie Hunnam, the British motorcycle show? Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. He's fine. I don't know. I don't know that I've really seen him in a ton of things.
It's him.
So that would ruin him for me, probably.
It's really not very good.
Okay. Noted. I'll save my eyes and my brain.
Where were we? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, best
Eleanor
lyrics.
Rigby. Also, the fact that, I mean, in a couple of bits of the documentaries, there's this back and forth years later of like how much John wrote and how much Paul wrote.
I like that.
And the fact that they go back and forth so much of it makes me know that they both know that it's so good that they're going to argue that they wrote more of it than the other one did. Anyway.
We already talked about Tomorrow Never Knows. I just like the whole concept that they're singing about drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I love, she said, I know what it's like to be dead. There's something, the chords of that song versus that first line is just crazy. But no one is saved. The died in a church and was buried along with her name. No one was saved. That hits. Mm-hmm. That's one of those songs that I almost wish that I wouldn't have heard that song until I was
old enough,
fucking 40, so I could understand. So I would be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
The Eddie Van Halen Award, best riff or solo. So all you Good Day Sunshine lovers, I'm gonna save it for you because one of us has only shat on it so far, but I will tell you that cantina piano in Good Day Sunshine is fucking amazing. And then also the piano, and I want to tell you, there's this weird fucking E flat 7. I don't know what chord it is. It sounds like an E. Almost sounds like they're playing an E and an F at the same fucking time. That's amazing. But you ready to hear about how studying for this ruined my life?
Every time, yeah.
Yeah, you love when I am very upset.
Yes.
So, one of my favorite solos of all time in the history of man is the guitar solo in Taxman.
Son of a bitch.
I will also say that...
Are you going to ruin this for other people?
I am. I ruined it for my uncle, who was the only person I know that loves the Beatles more than me, I think. And just because he's known them longer.
Right.
It's not even unfair. And it's common knowledge. I'm sure that most of our listeners know this because you think you're so smart. Anyway, so anytime I have guitar conversations, who the best guitarist is with anybody but Evil, because there's no talking to him. It's Eddie Van Halen, damn it. Anyway, we go through guitar solos, stuff like that. I say, oh yeah, so nobody's going to say anything about George Harrison. Well, have you heard the fucking solo in Taxman? Is it not like one of the best guitar solos in the history of the world? Guess what?
It's not George Harrison.
Play it. Paul fucking played it.
Yeah, no, I knew that. Okay, it's not for me.
I knew that. Well,
he tried for like 6 hours, and then Paul got it in 20 minutes.
Yes, and George was like, "Fuck yeah, okay, it's great, that's awesome." Paul did the solo in Taxman, and it's one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. It's so fucking perfect. And I went from there's a certain type of person whose favorite Beatle is Paul. And they're not normal. They're fucking weird alpha whatevers. Not even alphas. They're just fucking weird. But to find out that Paul played that solo,
This is something you just found out this round of studying?
I found it out like fucking 10 days ago.
Sorry.
Yeah. The Surfer Rose Award. It's not it. Come on. Like, what are we doing here? What do you have anything on this?
The Surfer Rose Award?
Yep. Now,
personally, I think it's a little. It's well balanced. As far as like hits, it's a little top heavy. Personally,
okay.
But I think that their albums, the last couple that we've done, are actually well proportioned.
Rounded.
Like they lay them out really well. Once they learned how to lay out an album, they got it down.
I think it's insane that track 3 is "I'm Only Sleeping."
Why is that?
Because it's exactly what the title is. It's lazy and it's slow, and 3 is usually the shoot you in the face song. Like, it doesn't.
Taxman, right away.
Right away, yeah.
Help, boom.
Out of a
Taxman, boom.
Damn it. The Time of Your Life Award. Here we go. Rach, what's the worst song on the album? Oh, you have a fucking out. That's not fair.
No, I did not put that as my least favorite song because...
Do we have the same
least
favorite?
Maybe. I didn't put it because that's unfair. Again, I know in my heart, in my head, I know in my head that it's a good song. In my heart, I fucking hate it.
Okay.
I said Love to You is my least favorite song.
Love You Too?
Love to You.
Love to You?
Harrison. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you got it right. I'm just fucking with you.
It's like, pretty sure I'm right.
No, it's Love You Too.
No, it's not.
Do you want to bet a shot?
I don't have any alcohol.
I've been a fan of the Beatles for a while.
It's Love You Too, David.
That's mine too.
Here's the thing. Here's why I did that is because I have an English brain, and because it was T-O, it goes between instead of after, because Love You Too should be T-O.
I get it. So here's the thing. I am sure in the 60s when this came out, it was fucking like mind-blowingly crazy to have this Indian-influenced, sitar-driven song. It's not anymore. And that is the one song on this album that I'm like, we've kind of aged out of it. I mean, I can kind of skip that one. There are parts I love the fucking harmonizing on the album. I mean, the harmonizing on this whole album.
Yeah.
They spent days and days perfecting it. Mm-hmm. But the harmonizing in the hooks on Love You Too is fantastic. It's just, I agree. If there was one song to skip on this album, I'd say it's that one.
Woo! Same page.
Hey,
don't bark.
Now, don't bark, Margot.
She's so naughty.
She is.
She's not as big as she thinks she is.
My dog hasn't barked yet. Good job. And I even had an album.
Rewind the tape.
I had an album dropped off. The new Last Dinner Party, by the way, with a signed insert from the entire band.
Were they like, hey, David, thanks for listening.
Let me tell you something about their last album that I haven't told everybody on this podcast 8 times.
Go on.
What are the 3 best songs on this album, Rachel Pollio?
We Tarantino ain't it? We're going to go.
You go first, I go second.
But am I going 3-1 or 1-3?
3-1. What do you start with how many? How long
5
have you
years.
been doing this?
5 years. I knew what you were going to ask.
Who would ever start with number 1 and work their way down?
I don't know, David.
Nobody. Love You. Okay. Now let's
Love You Too?
Let's
or Love to You.
Well, fucking hot mess of an episode, and I would have it no other way.
Let's keep going.
3. Let's do another one after.
Let's just keep talking. I can analyze every song on this album. Number 3. I said For No One.
Great song.
Because it's great. It's easy. I love the drama. That's good.
For No One is not a type of song that I would usually cling to in an album. It's so fucking good. It's so good.
It is.
That French horn playing, I love the lyrics. I love the kind of watching a woman go about her day. Hi, Margot.
Who's the prettiest girl?
Aww.
Yeah.
Great choice.
Yeah. Number 2, Here, There, Everywhere.
Great song.
Great song. I have very good taste in songs.
Slower stuff.
And number 1, if you say anything different, you're wrong, is Eleanor Rigby.
We'll get there. Let's do my top 3. So it's funny. At the beginning of this, I had said that the 70 Million Jackson Fan Award, I said that I think that my favorite song on this is going to be different than most people's, and I'm okay with that. That's because during studying, so one of the reasons I love doing this podcast is I'm going back and I'm really getting into these albums that I've been in love with my whole life, and shit changes. I've gotten older. I've gotten wiser or stupider. I like stupider. Number 3 is Taxman. And I've always thought that was my favorite song on this album. But then I found out that fucker Paul... No, just kidding. It has nothing to do with that. It's just Taxman is brilliant. I'll explain why I didn't pick it as my favorite when I get to my favorite. Number 2 is She Said. I love She Said, She Said. It's great. It kind of speaks to what was going on in this album. The builds are fantastic. But my number 1, it's one of those things where I kind of blow past it because I've heard this song a million times. It was one of my first favorite Beatles songs, but you grow out of that and you kind of get into other stuff and you want the B-sides. But if you don't go through Revolver and decide that Eleanor Rigby is not the best song on the album, you're fucking insane. Eleanor Rigby is probably top 5, maybe 10 greatest songs ever written for all the reasons Rachel talked about. Every line it's like the fucking 12 Angry Men of songs. Every line's immaculate. Every fucking chord is immaculate. You are right.
Yay!
Kudos to you.
Oh, it feels so good.
We had the same favorite song.
Yay! I feel good about
Who
that.
won the album, Rachel?
Acid Sellers Everywhere.
Acid Sellers.
What did I say? Who won the album? LSD Salesmen's. Yep. People, musical community in general, the Beach Boys, here, there, everywhere. Everybody.
Did the Beach Boys win it?
I mean, I guess Brian Wilson really lost.
They really let it bug them. Yeah. Well,
but yeah, I'm going to go LSD Sales.
I love it.
Yeah.
We should do some LSD.
No, we should.
I'm going to look over like I might have some over there. I definitely don't.
No.
Who won this album? You said it. One of your choices was basically music fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This kind of built a whole new genre. It changed everything.
Well, it built a new genre and it gave people the freedom to be like, we can do some crazy shit in the studio and it might still sell.
Agreed. Now we got some Beatles awards and categories specifically. The Greta Van Fleet Award, the most obvious influence to, and I'm going the Beach Boys and Brian Wilson. Sounds like Rachel said same.
Yep.
We know why. We talked about why.
We did.
But here's the fun stuff, motherfuckers. Rachel, do you have a top 5 Beatles songs thus far? Do you have any honorable mentions?
I have 3 honorable mentions.
1, 2, 3,
I have
4,
a top 8.
I do too. I have a top 8.
Every year.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Rachel, what's your 8th favorite Beatles song?
Michelle. Still love it.
God, it's great. It's
so
good.
Yeah.
It's however not good. It's
not good enough for your top 8.
As good as my top 8.
That's
which
fine.
Is Help.
Ooh.
I need somebody.
Help.
Not just anybody. What about my number 7? Because baby, you can drive my car.
You love the classics.
Fuck, they're so okay. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
I love the classics.
I got some classics.
That's what she said. What's your number 7? It doesn't.
Here, There, Everywhere.
Wow.
That one got in the top 8.
Wow.
I really like that one.
You're just a softy love monster.
And it's
aren't
like
you?
this like cyclical like here, there, everywhere, here. Like it's
You want to hear
it's
something
beautiful.
stupid and cute?
What?
I think that was my first like girlfriend in like 7th grade. I think that was our song. Like
Romance.
We listened to Revolver all the fucking time. Let me tell you, we were getting hot and heavy, kissing, learning how to kiss.
7th grade. We're on number 6, and I'm gonna say what my number 6 is.
Do it.
It's She Loves You. Yeah.
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 That's so fucking good. It's so good.
good.
My 6 is Ticket to Ride. She's got it, and she doesn't give a fuck about it.
I love that ours are different, but we still like are so respectful of like, yeah, I can totally understand where you're coming from.
You know, like what are you gonna do?
Like we're not like you fucking idiot. Yeah, because everyone's a good one. Number 5, go.
My number 5, and it doesn't. Do it? Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it?
It could change at I could ask you in 10 minutes, and this could be different.
You know what? I'm gonna do She Loves You for my number 5. My number 5 is going to be She Loves You.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably my first favorite Beatles song. So I can't, Rachel, am I doing it right?
Who knows?
That was my 5 is She Loves You. What are you, have you done your 6
I haven't done my 5.
You haven't done your 5?
Yep.
What's your 5?
I'll Follow the Sun.
You really like the slower, more
I like the
thoughtful
60s
Beatles stuff.
slow.
Yeah. So you are, we'll get there. Don't spoil it, David.
Don't spoil it, David.
What's your number 4?
You've got to hide your love away.
I can't
argue that one.
I can't argue it.
No.
That song's so good. That might be every time you're going to say one, I'm going to think that it should probably be in my top 8 somewhere. However, it's insane that this is my 4th, but it is my 4th, and it's Eleanor Rigby.
Okay.
And here's where I'll say this. As I've gotten older, I don't know what it is, but I have my love for the early Beatles has really grown. So my number 3, which even a year ago would have never been on my top 8 for the Beatles, but my number 3 is Love Me Do. It's so simple, and that fucking harmonica, and it's
love a harmonica solo.
So good. And that's why it's my number 3. I'm loving the old Beatles. Rachel, what's your 3?
Yesterday. It's the most covered song of all time.
In the history of it. Yeah. It's all right.
It's good.
What's your 2?
My number 2, knocked down from number 1. It's Twist and Shout.
Oh
so
my
good.
Shit. Okay. I know what
you know what number 1 is.
I do.
I wonder.
Twist and what I like about doing this with you is I don't have to put Twist and Shout on mine.
Because I have it.
Is gonna be,
it's always going to be up there.
1.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Taxman.
Thanks it's a good one.
George's brilliant guitar solo. And my number 1, and at this point, I
don't think you're that confident right now.
I'm not. I'm wondering what's going to knock it off eventually. Eventually something's going to knock it off. But it's not today. My number 1 is I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Fucking softy.
I say it every year.
Yeah.
I could do 3 episodes on why this song is so fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Rachel, what's your favorite song? And you're probably right.
I don't know, David. What's my favorite song?
Are you donning your socks currently?
No one's going to notice. Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah.
I love the lyrics, and then the simple strings, and then the way they recorded it, just like strings, like they were like all the orchestra was getting really pissed because the mics were just up in their dicks.
Their fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you're not supposed to hear those noises, but you can. You can hear the bow like just scraping.
So good. You're right.
It's amazing.
Right. Rachel, who thus far in the Beatles era, getting up to Revolver 66, who is your favorite Beatle at this point?
At this point,
we've all been through a lot over the last 5 years.
Yeah. It
more
is.
Than,
the second is
they've been.
The second's a very close second. I will say that.
Okay.
Number 1's John. It's always John. He's so handsome. He's such a good writer.
Been John for you?
It has been always John. However, Paul is really like coming up close behind him. Paul is getting so good. He's getting so good.
Yeah.
It was a tough competition this year. I have a lot of respect for John. Or a lot of respect for Paul, but John is.
Yeah, there's something about this year. Look, he came in, he wanted shit to change. He saw the writing on the wall and what they needed to do to really become the fucking alterers of music. And my current favorite Beatle as of this era is John. Lennon was just he was just on a different level as far as as far as instrumentation, Paul was becoming a fucking god.
Yeah.
But John just, he had that third eye open, man. Fucking acid. Let's do the real fun stuff. Let's rank the albums. Rachel, what's your least favorite Beatle? So we aren't doing every single UK, USA album. We're only doing albums that we studied for this podcast. So whatever.
Which are the USA versions?
USA versions.
Rachel, up into 1960.
What is your least favorite Beatles album up until now? And
why is it the second album?
Same as mine. Is it the second album? Mine's Beatles for Sale.
Well, that's my number 7.
Okay, so we swap that. Beatles
Yeah,
for
sure.
Sale and Beatles for Sale and the second album are clearly they're the least favorites. They're always going to be the least favorites. There's no fucking
There's
shot.
just not enough Beatles on them.
It's cover music.
It's
from
covers.
The
There's good stuff on there.
yeah,
But
the best writers ever shouldn't be covering music. Guys, we've talked about this. Why are you fucking making us talk about this again? God.
every goddamn year.
My 6th favorite is Please Please Me. It's just so much good stuff now.
Sure.
What's yours?
Mine is Hard Day's Night.
That sounds wrong, but I can't.
And my number 5 is Please Please Me.
Oh, okay. My number 5, I don't think people like. My number 5 favorite is Rubber Soul.
Oh.
It's too much in between. It's too much in between the later years Beatles. It's the Figure Out album for me, which sounds so stupid because the songs that are on Rubber Soul are. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. My number 4 is Hard Day's Night, which
There's so much
we're
good
close.
stuff on Rubber Soul.
There really is. What's your number 4?
Revolver.
Really?
I really thought we were going to fight more on this episode. But it's good. It's took till now.
Because you hid how
To where
mediocre you thought it was.
That is not the case at all.
That's your 4th favorite Beatles album?
I think this is the most creative Beatles album ever. I don't think
You hate creativity.
I hate creativity. There's other albums that I just like better. There's other albums that I'm going to turn on before I'm going to turn this album on.
Holy fuck. That's crazy. What's your number 3?
Help.
It's mine too.
Yep.
Okay. We can get on it with that.
Okay.
This was hard.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Your number 2 is Revolver, isn't it?
When we came into this, when I decided we want to do the Beatles thing, I knew that Revolver would be number 1 for me through the whole fucking thing.
Forever.
Now I don't know. I really don't. For now, me at my age at this time, my number 2 is Meet the Beatles. With my number 1 being Revolver. But I'm fucking telling you, it was so much closer than I thought it ever would have been. And the fact that Meet the Beatles is number 2 for me is fucking crazy. I really thought it would have been something different when he said. That's why I love doing this sort of thing. Because 5 years ago, I would have thought for sure that it was, Revolver, fucking Rubber Soul, fucking. It's not. Rachel, what are your 1 and 2?
2's Rubber Soul. 1 is Meet the Beatles.
I mean, Meet the Beatles, man.
It's so good. And Rubber Soul is so good. There's so much on Rubber Soul.
It's my 5-year number 1, and Revolver is your 4. This is insane.
Interesting.
It just shows you. It just shows you.
We got along for 2 songs or for 2 albums.
Really weird question, but we're gonna ask it every year, and I like why we ask it. Rachel, are the Beatles overrated?
No, I don't think so.
I think they are.
I think if they're too fucking talented,
They're
they're not popular. It's not like they're we've said they're the phrase boy band because they were the first boy band. They weren't this like manufactured, cranking out music bullshit. Like they were actual musicians that were putting out actual good music that they could play really well. And so
over and over.
you can look at like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, whatever, One Direction, and say they are absolutely overrated because they are not nearly as talented as they are popular. The Beatles, however, as talented as they are popular, easily.
Also, the Beatles were writing their own stuff.
Well, yeah.
Which are miles ahead of Rachel. This is a Rachel question and a Rachel only question. Where does your fandom sit now? Where do you, after we've been doing it for 5 years, you've gotten past Revolver, where are you at personally with the Beatles?
I think I'm getting sad because I know that it's going to end and that I'm not going to have more Beatles.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's like you're like reading the Harry Potter books and you're on book 5. Like that's how I feel. I'm like, somebody's going to die. Like it's going to be the end of it. Like they're going to break up. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I know I'm going to get sad here in a couple years. That's where emotionally ready to break.
Are they, are these episodes, I want to know what they've done as far as, so let's say you're in a bar with you guys go to your thing last night or whatever, and somebody brings up the Beatles. Are you now in that scenario? Are you now the fucking Beatle? Are you, let me tell you something about fucking Meet the Beatles.
Yeah.
God, I love that. That's
I have to say, you have changed me as a person. Every time anybody brings up anything I have a minute amount of knowledge, musical knowledge in, I will be like, here's what. Let me tell you. Let's analyze this album. I'm going to tell you everything I know and why you're wrong about all of your thoughts on it.
Rachel, here's what they don't tell you about mansplaining. It's so fun. It's so fun.
What's mansplaining again?
That's good. I'm not taking the bait. That's the Beatles' Revolver, everybody. Join us next year when we talk about whatever fucking album came after Revolver. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Rach?
Yeah.
This was fun.
Sure was.
What are you doing the rest of the day?
I have homework to do.
Drunk homework. That might be
My
fun.
professor's going to be like,
yeah.
Here's why ethics are stupid. Doctor, whatever your name is.
There's going to be a lot of your mom jokes in your paper. That's awesome. Everybody, we love you. We hope you like it. That's what she said. It's fucking Beatles.
Sure
I'm
is.
going to have a blast doing this every year. It's kind of like a fucking holiday for me now. And I haven't seen Rachel in a long time. I got to hang out with Rach. It was lovely.
What are you going to do after this? What's your evening
drink
look
some
like?
more. I've been cleaning my ass off. I'm going to keep cleaning my ass off. I'm feeling
Clean
good.
your ass.
No, that's not. And it's storming really heavily outside.
Ooh, that's fun. It's kind of overcast here too.
What did I say? Is it
Dusky?
a cloudy, dusky day?
It's a
in
dusky
Liverpool?
day over here in eastern Idaho.
Everybody, join us next week. What's the episode? Nobody knows. Not a single person knows. Not a single person has any idea what's going on.
You're looking it up right now, aren't you?
I'm trying to. Yes. Stall for me, Rachel.
So the next episode is going to be a good one. It's going to be, well, David will definitely be there.
Miss?
It'll be What Did We Miss? It's going to be all of us, actually.
2025. It's going to be all of us. We're going to go over 10 albums that we did not cover this year.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of my favorites. It's basically just like another
Quick fire, but
quick fire.
Yeah.
Love it. And then we've got less than a month.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I still haven't, I don't think we should. Nah, we'll do it when all three of us are around to tell you where the finale is taking place, but it is not boring. I'll tell you that. Oh. Rach, thanks for joining me and talking about the Beatles.
Hey, no problem.
You know, there's just talking about the Beatles to me, that's kind of, you basically get to be somewhere in my will.
Yes. Do I get the albums?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a single of Good Day Sunshine that I'll make sure to give you.
Perfect. Time to pull a hit out on David.
I don't know, I'm into it. Everybody, we love you. Good night and good luck.